The PoPolitickin Show is brought to you by Audible. With over 180,000 titles to choose from, Audible is great for any continuous learner wanting to grow and expand their knowledge and insight. Go to www.audibletrial.com/POAudio and get an audiobook of your choice free with a 30-day trial. After the trial, your paid membership will begin at $14.95 per month. With your membership, you will receive 1 credit every month, good for an audiobook on Audible. Cancel before your trial ends and you will not be charged. So go to www.audibletrial.com/POAudio and download a free book by Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Napoleon Hill, Les Brown, Damon John, and more. Always remember that knowledge is power. You are now politicking with Po on PoPolitickin.com.
I don't know how y'all see it, but when it comes to the children, Wu-Tang is for the children. We teach the children. You know what I mean?
What's going on? It's Floco Torres, and I'm politicking with Po on PoPolitickin.
Per usual, this is a breakup song. I'm really good at this. It's a happy one though, right? You know?
And I can't tell you, I can't tell if it's real.
Slim, what up? During the summer, mom's a lover, pop's a hustler, so no wonder I'm a lover and a writer. I was a bright-eyed kid with no prior record of records to push. Around the time nobody wanted to have a regular look. We all wanted to be from outer space. Maybe subconsciously we all knew the planet's almost done anyway. I'm just trying to dodge my thoughts to cemeteries. Right. I only said I'd stay down here till February. Right. Some of the best situations seem temporary. It turned out great, they think I'm a visionary. I'm really just a man with the balls to care. A big heart and some curled up hair. Baby, it's a big world out there. I wanna see it all, and maybe I'll come back to you. Yo. This is for you, right? For you, and top. Check it out. Always been hungry for success, but we live in a greedy society, so sometimes you gotta look past your belly and find yourself. You might be a dick and don't know it. Sometimes I care but can't show it. I thought we agreed on where it was all going. You started making lofty promises on how we would live. I went along with it to save face and made you an anthem to play. We still reminisce about it to this day, but it wasn't enough. It's like the only way to be happy with you is wait around for you to catch up. And that ain't love, that's staying together for cheap rent. Stuck on the old days that came and went, but life has a way of showing you who's who. So no matter where I go, it always comes back to you. This is for you, and you in the back, but especially for put my life on the line so we could all get some. You put your life online so you could play the victim. Funny that the artist who originally made this said don't become a bass in a city full of bait fish. Thank you, Miko. You encouraged me to take chances, and now that I'm taking another one, you seem antsy. Not to mention for the work I do, all the cats that tried to play me, I feel I know that I'm different. I know I might have had a little too much whiskey. I thought that I was making a difference, and maybe I was. Maybe this is a break and it's not a full breakup. I just wanna feel like the time we spent was never wasted. They want me to badmouth, I still never say shit. And we're both better because we met. I hope all these memories you never forget. Yeah.
tell you, can't tell if it's real.
Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Make sure you subscribe to PoPolitickin Podcast anywhere you're listening to it, and also download our app. I'm now politicking with my homie Floco Torres. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm great, man. So where you from? What's your hometown?
Hometown, Willingboro, New Jersey.
Okay. And why is your name Floco Torres? I think don't Floco mean like, what is Floco?
Flaco means skinny in Spanish, so technically my name means skinny bull. It was a nickname when I was coming up, like teenage years. So
are you Latino? Are you Latino?
No.
Latino.
No, my friends that were Latino, his grandmother gave me the name when she first met me, and she's basically telling me I needed to eat because I was a lot smaller then. So. Yeah.
So let us. So you gave us one interesting fact. So give us another interesting fact that people might not know about you.
I'm learning French. So
you plan on going out there, or what?
Definitely. I'm doing the. I had like a streak going, and I kind of fell off or whatever. But I'm learning French just so I could be multifaceted. You know what I mean? In language.
You on Duolingo? You be using that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on Duolingo.
Yeah, that's what I heard when you said that streak. I was like, yeah, he on Duolingo. I know about that. All right, so let us know about your background. Let us know how long you've been involved with music. What kind of inspired you to get into it?
I didn't. Music was not my thing as a kid. I was not one of those kids that's just like always had it. Words are my thing. I went to school for journalism, and that was what I guess I thought my career was going to be. So when I got into hip hop in my teenage years, I was more into the lyricism of it, like learning from my uncles. They played me old Tribe stuff. Of course, NWA. I'm a big Biggie fan. I'm from the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? So what got me into writing lyrics was like literature. It was like literature to me. So I would hear the setups for punchlines, and I'd be like, oh, okay, I can do that. The music stuff, I wasn't always confident in being able to create music, but I knew I could write. So that was kind of how it started for me.
All right, and what would you say the first song you heard that just got you hooked?
Oh, man. Probably a bunch of stuff when I was a kid, but I think being from Willingboro and being in that area, we were closer to Philly because that's like South Jersey. So like when Cassidy was a big thing, I remember like our teenage years, 2000, like 99 and like 2004, the whole punchline flow and stuff like that. I remember Cassidy being the first thing. Like we all wanted to rap like that. Like we all wanted to be Biggie and like Jay-Z and stuff like that. But this was something that was very close for us to see. You know what I'm saying? Like young Meek Mill. We used to see the battles, Joey Jihad, that sort of stuff. But yeah, I feel like Cassidy, his lyricism was like the first thing as a teenager that I was like, oh, okay, like that dude right across the bridge. You know what I'm saying?
All right. And what would you say makes you unique as an artist?
I probably that I'm just myself. And I know probably a lot of artists say that or whatever, but outside of my name having like the meaning that it has and things like that, I don't feel that I have like a gimmick or anything. I wish I did. I wish I had like cool hair or something like that. But I just, I live life and I write songs because it's fun for me and I really enjoy the process. So if anything, I don't think that makes me unique.
Well, what are you saying? What would you say you're bringing to the culture then?
I feel like I bridge. Ooh, that's a good question. I feel like I kind of bridge that like everyman sort of thing. Like a lot of the things I talk about in my lyrics, it's so weird. Like if you look at, I was looking at like that Facebook analytic thing, and it gives you the age group. Like everybody would love to have like a bunch of young fans and stuff like that. I have a lot of grown ass people that like my music. And it's because of the things that I talk about. Like I talk about adult things a lot. So that's just what it is. So the things that I talk about in my music are what I'm going through and what a lot of people are going through a certain point. I don't have any any jewels or any crazy cars, anything like that. Not yet, anyway. I guess.
But I get when I listen to a few of your songs already, and I get like a positive, uplifting vibe. Is that what you're trying to portray, or it just happens?
I think it. You want to be. Well, I can't speak for anybody else. I definitely want to be positive and be kind of like something that be able to create something that makes people happy and makes people dancing and stuff like that. But then I can only speak about where my mindset is, and that's just always been a big theme in what I do. And it's just always like trying to be better, because that's all we're really trying to do out here. You know what I mean? It's just trying to be better than the last thing that we did, and just try to elevate like our generation and what our parents set us up to do certain things, or they weren't able to, so we got to take it to the next level. So it's just, that's always been my focus, is just trying to be better.
All right. Speaking of being better, if somebody listening right now, they wanted to be a rapper, what would you tell them? Like, what's kind of like, I guess, a few steps they need to know?
I'd study music as a whole. Don't just study hip hop. Study every genre, every sound, every artist that you can think of that looks cool or looks interesting. Like, study all of that. Study like the entire body of music. And then when it comes to hip hop, is don't get sucked into the like what's going on right now. Like, do your research. Go back and like listen to that old stuff that it's like, don't nobody want to hear that, but still listen to it, so you can understand like where our art form came from. Hip hop is still very young. What is hip hop's like 43 or 44? You know what I'm saying? Like, go back and listen to
the age of people that listen to your music.
yeah, real talk. Like, go back and listen to that golden age stuff and just learn where this craft came from, and then indulge on the new stuff and find like your own voice, your own style, what you can offer to the thing. I think that would be my main thing.
And then, what are some current projects you working on right now?
The new EP is out, which I'm excited about. So that's kind of like off my shoulders. The next project we're doing, I'm doing a full length. I'm doing an album. So I think it's time for that to happen. So we've already started the conversations on what we want that to sound like, and maybe some songs that we have that we want to pull some pieces from. So we're doing that. I got a merch line coming out. I'm gonna have some t-shirts and stickers and all that stuff, and just doing a few shows throughout the rest of the year to just let people know, for the new folks that are learning who I am and stuff, just come by and say hello. I can rap, all that stuff.
And speaking of the new folks, why, like, anybody that's just not hearing about you, why should they follow you on your musical journey?
I think that if anything, I think that is interesting, because I try to, I approach doing records kind of like an actor does sometimes. Like, I take on a role. So I usually try to just figure out where I am in life and where our producers are. And we get in the studio and we just kind of chop it up and just start creating. So it's always gonna elevate, as long as like I just continue to try to be better in life, and we can continue to try to be better. So follow for dorky humor and basketball punchlines and good music, basically.
And what are some of your interests or hobbies outside of music?
Well, learning the French thing. I don't know if you noticed, but like the arcade for adults thing has become like really, really popular. And I didn't realize that I like that until they started popping up in our neighborhoods. So I'm becoming like a really, really big arcade head.
You talking about like Dave & Buster's, or you talking about like they bringing back the real arcades?
They're bringing back the real arcades, like the retro. They call them like retrocades, where it's Pac-Man, Galaga, Mortal Kombat, like the actual arcade machines. Like I love that. I was like, man, this is really cool. I didn't think this was gonna. I wish I was born in like the 60s and 70s. This would have been tight. Yeah, so that just kind of like traveling is my big thing. I think that we don't put enough emphasis on that for younger folks. Like, get out of your neighborhood, get out of your comfort zone, and go see. This world is big, man. It's a lot of different people, and it's way more than what folks be saying on the internet. So traveling, the old school arcade games. I'm a big NBA fan. I'm a big NFL fan. Whiskey's cool. Yeah. So, yeah.
So what motivates you to make music?
At this point, it's the process. I think I just really enjoy the process. I really enjoy getting better. I didn't realize like my bass was in the shop, but like my focus right now is also being better as a musician. So I play bass, I do produce, picking up my guitar a little bit more and things like that, and just trying to see how far I can take this, basically, and what it can morph into and what I can do.
And then, what would you say the keys to success are?
Ooh, defining your own success, which is something that I'm learning. I find myself successful in a lot of ways that probably don't measure up to anything anybody's saying on Instagram, and I'm cool with that. Because where I'm from and the things I've seen and things that I were told I wasn't able to do, I've been able to do in ways that I didn't necessarily set out to do, but we made it there. And we're going a lot farther and doing a lot of different things. So just defining your own success, I think, is the main thing. And then that way you can always be as close to happy as possible, I think.
And what are the top 3 goals for your career right now are?
Oh, I want to sell out one of those, like one of the prestigious music venues or like hip hop venues, like SOBs in New York, or like any House of Blues anywhere, or back in Macon, Georgia, where I was at for a very long time. There's a place there called the Capitol Theater, and I was like the co-headliner for a festival, or that stage at the festival last year. And we pretty much we packed out the venue, but we didn't sell it out because it's a festival. I want to sell out some shows in some venues. I think that would be really, really dope. Outside of that, obviously you want to sell records, but I don't really care about selling a million records and all that. That would be super, super dope. But the game is changing, and like I said, it's about defining your own success. And I think I have my eyes set on some other things. So just touring, doing some shows, and traveling this world, man. That's my 2 things.
And then, how important is social media to you?
Ugh. How important it is to me, it's not important at all. But it's important that we have to do it, and I understand that, and I appreciate it because I'm able to talk to people that I may never meet, or I may meet at shows and things like that because of social media. I think there's too much importance on it, because there's a lot of cats that are really big on social media, and then you see them out in public and they can't actually talk to anybody. They don't know how to be in social situations. So for me, it's the balance, being connected with the fans and people, and being able to talk and keep up with what they're doing and what you're doing, but also knowing how to have a conversation when you're physically in front of somebody. So you got to be able to balance that. But I'm not I don't do too many selfies. I usually only use Snapchat when something's coming out, and then when we done with that, then I'm off Snapchat.
So which one is? I was going to ask you which one's you think the most effective for you?
Weirdly enough, Facebook, because I have a lot of older fans and more mature fans, and that's where it's
page or just your regular Facebook?
Both of them. I was gonna get rid of the personal page, but there's still people that connect with me on there, so I have to keep both. So Facebook and Instagram. I think Snapchat is just cool for the 50 folks that follow me on there. If they just like that I'd be on there talking about pizza or something like that. So yeah. All
right. So, what's a life hack that you use that you think is helpful for us to know about? So, anything that you use in your life that improves it that you want to share with us?
Oh, the main one, because I don't follow this all the time, but when I do, I'm a lot happier. Stay off the internet. You have to have that, even if it's just a day or a half a day or something like that. You got to stay off the internet sometimes and stop absorbing
the noise.
All of these, yeah, it's a lot, and we don't, so many studies are coming out of how scrolling on Instagram and seeing people's plastic lives can make you depressed. That's a real thing, man. You have to stop absorbing. You have to be mindful of what you're taking in, the same way you do with food, same way you do with television and movies and music. Scrolling and looking at these pictures, you got to do the same thing.
My whole thing is on that. I know you're supposed to spend time thinking just in silence. So if you always on the internet, on your phone, it's that's time where you can be just finding yourself and thinking, just being quiet and chilling. You don't always got to be on the internet doing shit.
This dude said to me, the most confident person in the room is the person that isn't on their phone when they're sitting by themselves. Mm-hmm. And I have not forgotten that, and I make a conscious effort when I'm out to if I pick up my phone and I realize that I'm doing it, I just look at the time and I put it right back. And I watch the TVs, or I kind of look around at folks, or I'll just kind of sit and think, like, and just, you know, wait for my friends or whatever. That would be my biggest life hack. And mind your own business. Those two. Stay off the internet.
Why you say mind your own business?
It's really easy to just get caught up in, whether it's at work or some neighborhood stuff, or you just, you know, you see these folks out and they were fighting this day and blah, blah, blah. And then you just end up in a conversation with somebody that's talking about that. And then all of a sudden, 2 days later, it was you said such and such. And now like you thrown in that just because you want to mind your business. Like everything is not for everybody. Every cause ain't for everybody. You got to be an individual at some point and just be like, you know what? I'm going to stay away from that because I'm good. Like, so stay off the internet sometimes and just, you know, mind your business every now and then. And
then what would you like to say to your fans, people that have been supporting your career so far?
Oh, man. Thank you. This was, this started out as a joke and something that I didn't know that was that serious, and turned into something I did with my friends, turned into something I really wanted to do, turned into something that I can't live without. And I'm able to do it, and I'm able to pay my bills and play shows and meet awesome people and travel to awesome places because of the people that listen on any platform, that show up to the shows and buy t-shirts. So, you know, it is a very busy world, and we're advertised to every second of every day. So the fact that you carve out a little bit of time and play some of these things that I've created, that's really dope to me.
All right, man. I want to say thank you for coming through Politicking with me.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
Anything you want to tell me your social media?
Floco Torres on everything. FLOCO TORRES, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. FlocoTorres.com is a website. The new EP, again, is out now on everything, iTunes, Spotify, whatever you use. And just, you know, check it out if you get a chance. I hope you enjoy it.
PoPolitickin.com.
Before I had hope, before I even believed that I could change the world with a lyric and a beat, I was beat down, I was broken, lost my train of thought, no tokens, no focus, losing touch like my calibration's off. If I don't make a change, they gon' write me off. I gotta lead a city so the world hear me, the universe keeping score. Every time I see a ball, shit tell me to stay the course. I'm like, I see the plan now. The little engine that could, no he can now. The only handouts I got was for professors. Aced everyone and still learn life lessons. Now you want a message talking about get-togethers, and I ain't got time. Destiny is on the other line. It's a race, not a marathon. You wasn't with me walking to the marathon, buying chips to survive. That's the part that the pain, the struggle, the love, the karma. You're not alone. This fire here's for all us. I know you're feeling like. So get up, and let's go. You wanna judge me and I ain't Uncle feeling it. I'm beyond tired of all y'all not feeling them. Family becoming blank spaces. I'm not feeling them in. Higher, quiet than defeat obstacle. You look up and I did it again. It's like when Jay said 1% of a Philly more than niggas ever seen. Still they wanna act like it's an everyday thing when it's parts of their own neighborhood they ain't seen. I'm like, I see a pattern. I ain't been playing with them since I had a Sega Saturn. Career on growth spurt, new heights, dodging the blue lights, inspiring new guys. You can DIY and keep all the profit, give you more leverage for the day they come knocking. And all the cats popping right now is just a new version of the last cat to fall down. I look around like where's so-and-so, they like the pain, the struggle, the love, the karma. You're not alone, this right here's for all us. I know you're feeling like. So get up, and let's go. It's all about the shot you take in an empty gym, and how you handle the press if you ain't get the win. We've been under the radar for so long that I start questioning my mental state, and all the time we wasting, all the shows with no pay, friends that won't stay in roads that ain't paved, jobs that won't say why they ask for your race when you working in the back from 10 to 8. And I'm like, it's systematic. We've been treated lesser before we can add, so when we come up on on cash, we blow a stack for the culture. Easy if I tell you, but it's better if I show you. Day by day, we get closer. Either the death or the moment we waited for, or both. So who you wanna be? The one that they cheering on TV for, or the one that they put in the paper on page 4? That the pain, the struggle, the love, the karma. You're not alone, this right here's for all us. I know you're feeling like. So get up, get up, get up, and let's go.
Thanks for listening to PoPolitickin.com, a self-help meets hip-hop brand. If you are an artist or business owner wanting to be featured on PoPolitickin.com, contact us at PoPolitickin@gmail.com. That's PoPolitickin@gmail.com. Or text 760-717-5803. If you are a listener that enjoys the show and wants to support, you can donate to PoPolitickin.com via PayPal.com. Please send donations to PoPolitickin@gmail.com. Any amount will be helpful in continuing to create quality content and shows. As always, check out PoPolitickin.com for past episodes. Make sure to subscribe to PoPolitickin on iTunes, YouTube, Podomatic, Stitcher Radio, and Google Play.